and Jake, we're back here on what is it, Monday what's today's date?
13th.
13th, thank you. Monday the 13th. Fuck it, sometimes you got to ask for help.
Right.
you
No, got your fearless leader here. So.
We got our fearless leader, Adam, here. Kevin the Pig's here. I'm Jake. And special guest, Big John, is here to talk some football with us. Playoff football, not just playoff football. Put that
Hello,
back.
hello,
Put that
my
back.
darling.
Talking
Where
playoffs?
are your fingers?
I saw something's laying eggs in there.
I just cut my hair. Fuck you.
By yourself, or did you have someone help you?
First things first.
I'm a blind person. It's okay.
Shalom, boys.
Shalom.
Happy playoffs, everybody.
Shalom.
Happy playoffs, Adam.
That's right. Happy playoffs, Adam.
Cheers.
I was mean to say to Adam.
I didn't mean it like that. Sorry, Adam. I didn't mean. Of course, I didn't mean it like that. But since there's only 6 games, let's go over them. Right, let's start at the top.
Yep.
Los Angeles at Houston. Anything to say about this one, guys?
So
I'll start.
go ahead.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your boy Herbert for next season, though?
Very strongly about
Okay.
it. I feel very
You
strongly.
feel that way every year about him, don't you?
That's fine.
Well, the whole team's got. I mean, you got Blake Corum, who's going to be someone next year. He's just getting into the rhythm, being a rookie.
We'll see. I don't like that Quentin Johnston guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's very good.
No, you got a handful of players. They've got a.
He had some.
I think he's already hit his ceiling in the league.
They got a B+ team for sure. They need some moves off season to really bring the team together.
Unfortunately, they've had players on the team before, and they still suck. So the thing that was different this year is the new coach, and I love the fact that he went. So what were they, 10-7 when they went to the playoffs?
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think last year they were 4-13 or something insane that was unheard of, and that was with the good
People
team.
will want to go play for Harbaugh too. So
The problem I did have, and I don't know if it has, I'm sure it does have to do with money, but the problem I had is you let go of Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, right when you get the new coach. I don't like that.
It would have been nice to keep one of the 3 at least.
I would have liked to have cut Austin Eckler for sure. You saw how he showed out last night. You would get rid of someone like
The
that.
thing is, they got to vibe with the coach because the coach, and you saw the way Harbaugh coached in college. If they vibe, they won't. And if they're not vibing, and this is a whole different thing, these are paid to play guys. And
Question.
Yeah.
Was Harbaugh there when they made the decision to let these guys go?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
don't
he
think
was
so
not.
either.
They let go of him in the
But
offseason, and they hired Harbaugh, I believe.
I think I'm sure, you know how everyone talks now, like there's the talks of everyone taking over the Bears jobs and stuff. I'm sure no one wants that first off. And I'm sure there's decisions, there's phone calls being made asking these guys what their opinion is of. And Harbaugh may have said, listen, I've got guys that are coming out. I got guys I want to bring over. I've got guys I already talked to. Let's free up some salary cap. He's already showed that he can take them from a bottom of the division to a playoff team in one season without having any studs around the league.
Yeah. Had a bit of a debacle.
But okay, but one quick question. Had they have kept Eckler and maybe Keenan Allen, is that a playoff? Is that a first round playoff?
I don't think it gets them past the first round still.
No.
If they don't win the AFC.
Well, they lost this game on turnovers, right?
Right.
3 of those 4 interceptions, I really don't think were his fault.
No.
There was the through the hands by the young kid McConkley.
Yes.
There was the bat by Disley, and then the last one, he's down 3 scores. He's just
I-
throwing it up.
He's
he would never have
thrown it for the throw. But I mean, you got Conkley, who's a speedster,
Conkley's the shit.
who's already shown that he can play.
He's
Just think,
gonna
if
be
you guys got two years with him and playing together and get some new life in there, and Harbaugh starts getting what we always call his guys.
Mhm.
Where can the team go? I mean, the
Oh,
team's
they
going
would
to
go
go
up.
from there.
They would go up.
It's not a bad team. It doesn't call for an overhaul. It's not a team like that.
14 targets, 20 catches, 197 with a toucher from McConkley. Now, one of that was an 86-yard bomb, right? We watched that.
Yeah,
Adam.
86,
The Conky's-
40-something yard.
The big long nose.
The longest.
So they've been calling him Donkey McConkey over there.
Nobody's calling him
Donkey McConkey.
Nobody's
is his
calling him.
nickname.
All right.
Because of the way he trots on the field and how he catches. He looks like
Nobody calls him that.
they call him Donkey McConkey. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
No, I'm
his
telling you
penis.
As much as I'm not a fan of Herbert, if they surround this guy with some talent next year, I have no doubt that Harbaugh is not going to bring him to second rounds. Maybe in the future an AFC championship, but I don't know if that's possible either.
What do you think he's going to do?
Just because the fact that they're just not there yet. And their division, I mean, the Chiefs are in their division, so
Well,
they got a long way coming.
Look, this is that the line, the O line, is where it all starts. It doesn't matter. Every quarterback who's got the NFL,
They provide the holes.
if you got a line that can open, that can hold, every quarterback in the NFL can make every pass.
They're supposed to be able to.
Definitely Herbert could.
Herbert could, but if you get him, what, one or two people on the line?
No, I'm not mocking. I'm actually being serious. I'm not a fan of Herbert. You know
I
that.
know.
But I do believe that, yes, if he has a proper O-line then and a good running back to maybe help open so there is a threat on the run game and he can throw deep.
Dobbins?
Is that their guy, though? I mean, okay. I'm not saying he's bad, but
for them having nobody, he's pretty good. They have Dobbins.
I'm going to tell you what. I would have almost rather have seen Eckler play out this season just to see what he could have done.
Do you like Eckler? You keep bringing him up.
He's gonna make it fresh.
You like that guy, huh? Hey, let's
Do
move
you not
on.
like him?
Let's move on.
All right, so let's talk about Texans.
I do like him.
Let's talk about Texans for 10 seconds at least. All right, C.J. Stroud. He's taking a dip this year. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. But okay, 282, a toucher, and an interception.
Yeah, but the
Not
defense carried this game.
Absolutely.
Because of defense.
Absolutely.
Coaching and defense.
But again, what was the score now? It was a hefty score here. And I will attribute that to the defense, but come on, the offense was clicking. Nico Collins, what did he have? Can we scroll up to see Nico real fast? He had something.
He had a lot of dude,
Okay,
I
there you go. I thought he had 2 touchers, but he had 1 toucher. But 7 receptions, 122 in
thought it
the
was Tank
playoffs.
Dell, but Tank Dell's hurt, isn't he?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's
Yeah,
not playing. It
Tank
was
Dell's
the only other guy that's reputable there or worth being mentioned, whatever. Hutchinson, Stover, up and coming.
He's reputable.
Roberts. Look at Robert was nothing. He's old, though.
Anything else?
Joe Mixon did nothing.
Rushing, he did great.
106 yards. He averaged 4.
Did he have a toucher, though, at least?
Fucking
Yeah, he had 1 touchdown.
He brought that game
He
in,
did?
too.
Where?
Yeah.
I don't see
Yeah,
it.
top.
Is it up top?
Yeah.
It's like 6 minutes.
But his
That was the fourth
longest
quarter.
run was only 17
But I think they were
yards.
trying to chew up the clock at that point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's great.
But see, the thing is that after Detroit went in and waxed them, I think they got a whole different
View of what
view
they're
of what life is like.
This is what we're going to do now.
This is what we have to.
Moving forward.
This is what we have to. Not what we're going. This is
This is what we have to do moving forward.
This
Was it Detroit? I thought it was Baltimore. Didn't
Detroit.
Baltimore double?
Detroit waxed them by
What happened?
like
Something-
5 touchdowns,
Let me ask you this question.
and Detroit threw 5 interceptions and still came back and won.
Oh, I knew what I
What
got.
happens with Deontay Johnson now? What's going to happen to him? He has been terrible since he went over to the Texans. Is he done now or what?
Deontay Johnson.
How long has he
From-
been
from
there?
Pittsburgh.
He's been there for 1 game.
I thought he went. Johnson went to the Panthers.
Went to the Panthers. He got traded to the Ravens. He got.
He's played more than 2
Fine.
games with them.
Who's he play for right now?
Texas.
He does. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was a goddamn fucking Panther right now.
Well, he
Okay,
was
I don't know what
at
I'm
one point.
thinking.
Don't you remember he didn't go on the field for the Ravens?
At all.
I do, but then I thought he went to. Yeah, I
Panthers was before they got
Was
traded
it?
from the Steelers to the Ravens.
I'm stupid.
Look, we all,
Never mind me.
look, we're fine. We got
Are
this.
we cool on? Hey, listen. Are we cool on Chargers? There's nothing to say about this game.
No. I think we discussed everything we needed to.
Adam, we'll let you go first on this one. Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
I got nothing to say about this. This is what I
Well,
exactly what I
got
look at my
nothing to
pick.
say about this.
Look at my pick. Was this not exactly what I expected?
Hold on. I got
Maybe I missed a field goal on Baltimore side, but other than that,
You had Steelers, or excuse me, Ravens 31-17.
What was the score?
Yep.
It's pretty
28.
close, right?
28-14. Yeah.
Three
Okay.
apiece.
You know who I picked, right?
Yeah.
I picked who I wanted to see win so badly.
Yeah, he picked the Pittsburgh Steelers.
it's a weird way to pick, but
I picked
that's
the
your
Ravens 31-27.
I can't pick weirdly once in a while. Come on.
no, you can. You can do whatever you
I
want.
wanted the Ravens to get basically be
I know,
humbled.
but
by
you
this.
wanted. We were actually picking off. We pretty much assumed
I
that
did
the
one
Ravens
game.
would win the game.
I did one game with my heart, and it was
He was over there getting angry more than I
Remember
was.
that? Did he push you?
Yeah, he pushed me.
Yeah, but they would fucking
I
Henry
would
ran
never
out.
assault you. Are
You're
you
like,
kidding me?
God damn it! You're like, ah! Then you
I
walked
did
over.
not.
You did.
do that.
Then you were in the bathroom pissing, and I could hear you cursing out Lamar Jackson to yourself
I
in the
don't.
bathroom.
I don't like Lamar Jackson.
It was hilarious. You were pissed.
No, I wasn't.
You
No,
were
I was not
angry.
that fired.
Anyway,
You're over exaggerating.
Nah.
Anyway, moving on. I don't have much to say about the game the Steelers played. I thought they kind of went how we thought it was going to go, mostly. Sorry, buddy. But the thing I want to talk about real quick is what we've been kind of dancing around all fucking week is, remember I brought up who they're going to have at running back next year, and you're like, fuck that, it's quarterback. What are they going to do at quarterback? Justin Fields to the Browns, anybody?
No, absolutely.
Well, that doesn't help the Steelers. I think the Steelers need to get somebody first.
Well, what do they do with the two they have? Do they sign another
I don't think they-
for backup?
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Wilson's a free agent now. He
They both
signed
are.
1 year.
They
correct?
both are.
Okay, so fucking who cares where they go? I don't. I'd rather see Pittsburgh pick up Sam Darnold.
I mean, what do the Steelers do now?
They pick up Sam Darnold.
They're not going to pay
No,
Sam
they're,
Darnold.
Why not?
They're going to get because
So now what Pittsburgh does?
Okay, well, they need to get a quarterback.
Brock Purdy is the only one that's worth mentioning.
Yeah, but he's going to get owed money too. His market value is going to be. Steelers aren't the team that's going to pay these guys. And both these players that you're mentioning.
Obviously, that's why they took Fields and Russell Wilson at the beginning of this year. They
They're
stole
gonna
the
have-
whole show.
But,
It's still
tremendous
considered
price
a
tag attached to both of them. So neither of those are viable options.
All right. Well, I'm not going to.
The only thing that's going to happen is
Why
we'll
are you
keep
so mad?
we'll resign Justin Fields because he's not.
I'm not mad.
I think it's longevity.
And then what draft?
Yeah,
Okay, I think
They're
that's a good
gonna
idea.
they're gonna rebuild.
I think they signed Justin Fields for this season.
I think if Russell hadn't shit the bed the last 5 games of the season,
He'd be
probably
retired.
would have gone that way.
He looked like a former shell of himself for like 3 or 4 games in a row, and I was super pumped. Like, wow, they're
You mean like he was good?
yeah, like when he used to look like with the Seahawks.
He just shelled himself and he's bad.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. He had a hot stretch. Didn't he drop
What's the
42
word
on
I'm looking
somebody?
for? He looks
What's
like
that?
a former
Didn't he drop 42 on somebody? Russell? Or the Steelers
one
dropped
game.
42?
Yeah, one game this season they scored 44 points.
Wasn't it must have been the Bengals. Though.
Must have been something like
I
that.
think it was the Bengals.
It was the only one that
He dropped 44 points. Yeah, and that's when I started getting
Right.
pumped.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
Tim Fry with one of these fucking
But
fantastic scenes over the middle of the field.
So the worst thing he ever did was come into the playoffs and lose that way and look like crap.
Pickens had a decent game, though. You know, I shit on Pickens, but he didn't look like a bum. Caught all 5 of his targets. Got a toucher out one of them. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him, but he is a bum.
All right, so really quick, Baltimore. What do you have to say about them?
I'll touch on this a little bit more when we pick next segment,
Okay.
when we do the Bills Ravens.
Okay, sure.
They're a problem.
Yeah.
They're going to be a problem for a lot of teams.
Best team in the AFC right now?
No, I think you still give that to the Chiefs, obviously, because they haven't.
Well, they got the rest on their side. So
That's another. Look, this Chiefs team, I know they're great. I know.
You know, we'll talk about it during picks.
Okay. Sounds good.
What else to say about this game, though?
Not much.
Pittsburgh
Lamar
needs
Jackson
play
did what he was
callers.
supposed to.
Like,
Derrick Henry did.
That's the only thing we were talking about. Is,
I mean, look at Derrick Henry, though. 2 touchers and 186 yards rushing. He's carrying that momentum against the Bills next week. That's a problem.
All right, well, let's go on to the next game.
Yep.
Your boys, Denver, at the Bills.
Well, I showed you the highlights for the Broncos, so you already have
He
that.
sent me a video out of him, and it's like
I sent it to
Broncos
him, too.
highlights, and it shows that first touchdown, that big pass, and it goes, "Thank you for watching." It
It's pretty clever. I like it.
was funny.
It is funny.
It was funny. I didn't get to watch the game I was working. I wanted to watch
So, it
Bo
didn't-
play. I wanted to see how they reacted. It looks like they reacted
quick
poorly.
10 seconds. The Bills played like shit for the first half. It looked bad. It looked like the Broncos would have their way with them and come back and win. I don't know what coach said to them in the locker room that got them fired up. Second half, they get the ball back. They open it up. I mean, touchdown. Then from there, it just got worse. And then Trubisky went in the fourth quarter and closed it on. I think he even got a garbage time touchdown. We just made them look stupid.
Actually, he didn't throw anything. He ran for
No,
-3 yards.
he played the end of the game.
I see that. He had
I
2
watched
rushes for -3 yards.
Okay, he didn't throw a touchdown. Then. I didn't know.
Which
because
just
there wasn't-
means kneel down stuff.
So I guess
Yeah.
Allen got the last touchdown. He threw it to, I think it was Shakir by the end zone, and then they brought Trubisky in. My mistake.
but yeah,
I just feel like he came in earlier than he did, and he was in there for a minute.
Denver's young, and you can see it. They kind of remember the playoffs back when Brady with the Buccaneers was losing going into halftime, and who were they playing that year? And
Brady's a second half quarterback.
but anyway, they were losing. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe!" And then they're like, "The thing is that Josh Allen's been there how many times now? You know, he's
So where?
to the playoffs. Bo Nix has never been there."
Almost every year he's played.
And that's the thing is that Bo Nix came out, and I think he forgot where he was at the first series, and just thought it was a regular game. He just played like it, and then all of a sudden he went to the sidelines when when Bills went onto the field, and I think the atmosphere hit him where he was actually at.
Bills
And
Mafia,
everything.
the crowd,
And then I think that
the ambiance.
he doesn't have the experience, the pressure. He's never been there.
And you're right. Josh Allen's been there almost every year. So
And so they're not in panic mode at all, ever. And when it comes to this type of stuff. And
Allen was in panic mode. They did. Here's what I will say. I mean, that first half, Denver fucking played, buddy.
they played, but
Defense, everything looks.
Coach of the Year nominee.
Allen couldn't find a solution to anything they were throwing at him. He couldn't run. Every time he tried to run, he got contained.
He's like a boxer too. Sometimes it takes.
The only time he was
to figure
successful
out.
was when they forced him out. Because even when he had a clean pocket, you heard Romo run in his mouth. He's like, "Oh, this is the first time that Allen's had a clean pocket. You guys made a pass." He was saying that all game. I'm like,
well, this is the first time that you've seen each other this year, right?
right? No. We played them.
Did you play them
Earlier in the season,
early in the season?
and we beat them.
Right, but what I'm saying is as the season progresses, plays change and stuff, and so you have things that you think is going to come out and work, and what happens at halftime.
I'll be honest, I was nervous watching
They
it.
only played in the preseason.
I thought Denver had a chance.
Which really means they didn't show anything.
No,
They
they
didn't
didn't.
play.
Yeah, so they've never seen each other. So
I guess it was last
this is like that first two rounds of a boxing.
Russell.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds of a boxing match where everyone's just kind of feeling each other out and throwing some punches.
Josh does that.
Yeah, and the whole team was. I mean, defense, offense, and they're like, oh, okay, we see what their tendencies are now, and then you just clamp down. I'm like, okay,
I think when they went into halftime, coach was like,
remember who you are.
"This is what they're doing."
Yeah,
We
It's
realize
time to
this
figure
now.
out.
yeah. Just
Cooks was awesome. I don't know. Let's see Cook's stats super quick before we
I think
go.
it was a
I just want to
$120.
see Cook. That's it. I mean, that's not bad though. How many touches?
23
Okay.
1. Yeah, but he's averaging 5.5.
He also set a record. He had the most rushing yards first half in a playoff game ever. It was 78.
That's good.
Yeah.
Next game.
Yeah.
Green Bay at Philly. I didn't get to watch this one, but
It was a stinker.
I will say this: it's kind of like the no offense Steelers game, Ravens game. I kind of knew this was what one was going to happen. If I had to pick a lock of the week, it was probably this one. Maybe
Yeah.
the Ravens, but probably this one. I just didn't see Green Bay winning this game. I wanted to. I tried to make a case. I wanted Green Bay to win this fucking game, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Young team too. They're without Christian Watson. Not that he makes a huge difference, but he draws targets and draws defense. Jordan Love didn't have an answer for anything. He couldn't do anything.
Well, did
He
you
just-
watch the game too? That they were going down player by player by player.
Injuries. That's true.
And I mean, guys were. I mean, his weapons, his offense, his defense was just coming off the field every other play with an injury. They couldn't sustain.
Man, you ain't wrong. I was watching that game at your house, part of it, the
Yeah.
beginning of it, and there's 2 people injured before I left.
You guys were in the bedroom, weren't you?
Yeah. No, we're in the garage. We're doing a show. It's the other podcast. So
No, we're in the garage.
I look like that. Scroll up. I look like that right there. No, you missed it. Scroll down. Scroll down.
What do you mean?
Right there. Right there.
With
That's
the
the
table
tail of his
in
mouth,
it?
yeah. The neighbors, be careful.
Yeah.
You're like, scroll up, scroll down. I'm sorry, your point.
So the point was that
Sorry.
Green Bay, I didn't expect to win. I expected to be a little closer. But when their offensive weapons and their defensive stoppers started going off the field, there's nothing you can do. Your backups aren't
not playing
ready
that
to
team
go.
anymore.
Yeah.
I had 27-21. Adam had 27-24. And I believe, for the Packers, I had Eagles 27-21. Adam had Packers 27-24. And you, young man, what did you have? You had Eagles 27-20.
Sure,
So if you guys look at your picks, you all pick the same thing that I'm saying. Is once their weapons started going away, there's nothing they can do.
I actually thought the Eagles
can't-
were going to
you
have a
can't-
higher score because of Saquon and how good they are.
I guess they didn't need to at the very end. Didn't Saquon
Saquon- yeah, he actually didn't score a touchdown, and he had he didn't. No, the last run, he actually
They
slid.
could have made this 29.
He could have put another touchdown on the board and slid.
But
Just
for clock management, didn't
well, clock management and the fact that he goes, there's no reason to do it.
I think he said something in the locker room. He's like, it's not just for the clock. What if I run and I hurt my hamstring? What if I keep running, somebody's chasing me and they hurt their hamstring?
Right.
you
It
preserve
wasn't worth it.
There's no reason to run anymore.
There wasn't worth it to put, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should have put the points on the board because it didn't matter."
Weird hearing an Eagles player be respectful and true and
Well,
good. Like,
he's just his first year there, and he came from a different environment. But that's the environment you need. That's the
Nice.
mentality you need to see.
he's good for them.
Yeah.
Good for that
He's
team.
going to be great
And the
next
fact
year.
that he's a leader.
Think he
I
can
think
break
that's
that
my
rushing
difference.
record
He's
next
good for
year?
that team.
Yeah.
Think he can break that rushing record next year?
Yeah.
I was shitting all over him at the beginning of the season, preseason.
Why?
I was like, oh, they got the guy. Sorry, remember this? I was like, oh, he's hurt all the time. Who the fuck cares? Just Saquon. I wouldn't have paid that much money
Well,
for
the fact that
Saquon.
with Jalen Hurts too being a running back, basically at the quarterback.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
It wasn't a good matchup. I
It's
thought
proven to be as good as Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
That's what I was going to say. It's a comparison to Henry and Lamar Jackson. They're like, you're going to put Henry there? He's not going to be able to do anything because Lamar runs.
Yeah.
It's
well, if you look at the whole league now, the league almost always goes
both
to
those
two
teams,
running
these
backs.
guys, they really have learned to play nice. That's what it boils down to. They play nice.
You like that,
together.
don't you?
Yeah.
Adam, anything to say on this game?
Nope.
I think he loves the tush push a lot, though.
Yeah, he does.
I do.
I'm surprised he
You like
doesn't.
the tush push?
This is his favorite team, so I'm surprised he doesn't want to say something about
Okay.
it.
Well, next,
I love the tush push.
heartbreaker in Tampa last night for me.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaker in Tampa. Redskins, Washington Commanders, what do you want to call them? They got it. They doinked it. They doinked it in for the fucking win. I can't fucking believe it.
I cried in front of my Baker Mayfield poster for probably
Man,
an hour. And I just kept looking at Baker and I said, why?
I missed the first quarter, but it was only 0-3 at the end of the first quarter. So obviously people were still, nothing was happening. But I watched second, third, and fourth until they got down. They about to kick the field goal. I turned it off.
Sometimes on 4th and 1, you got to just go for it.
I don't-
Josh Allen does.
I don't remember obviously the first half, but it seemed like Baker's offense did whatever the fuck they wanted to in the second half. They just kept fucking things up. Like he fumbled a snap or a thing right after this crazy play by fucking Mike Evans, who's, by the way, a Hall of Famer. This motherfucker. Mike Evans. I was watching him play last night. You see him torch Lattimore last night? He fucked that dude up. They had to switch coverage on him in the second half. They had to double him and put Lattimore on the other fucking guy because he was tearing Lattimore apart. It was awesome. That was the fun matchup to watch. But Baker played good. He made 2-3 big mistakes that they really hurt him for, and it kept this team in the game because Washington's defense did not look good. Did not look good at all. I mean, either Tampa's is not good, but fuck me.
Yeah, we knew Tampa wasn't good going into it. It's Washington is a shocker.
But I think Washington will be. It will be fun to watch them play next week. When they play Detroit, right?
Detroit.
It'll be fun to watch that game next week. So good for them.
I'll be
Like I
watching
said,
it.
I really expected it to be 40s. I'd be over, should have been over 50.
John already told me he's not going to watch that game.
Listen, I'll probably, if I could be there, I would. That's the thing. I would get
Are
every.
you going to be watching it in the garage?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll swing by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a
Yeah,
Lions
tune up.
fan, Joe?
You missed it.
Tune up.
I'll stand by.
Huge Lions fan. I got friends who played for the team and stuff. They're all my friends now are retired from the NFL that I knew that played and stuff. But I'm a huge Lions fan. Been since I was a kid, and I've been through the 0-6 teams, and so it's like one of those fans that's like I can finally be like, yeah, sweet, because it's like the Lions have made some of the best players in the NFL ever retire early because they suck so bad. And now they're
I saw the list a couple weeks ago.
now they're the team like everyone wants to go play for. Was it Hill is demanding he wants to be traded to Detroit, which is
They're not going to take him.
Tyreek Hill.
They're not going to take him. They don't
No,
want
he
his ass.
didn't want him. He wants to go
They
there.
can't pay him.
They're not going to. They don't want him anyway.
No, they don't want him. But when he was in Florida, that's what he was saying. When he was down in once they lost, he goes, "I want to go to Detroit."
Yeah, he always wants to go to some winning team.
Anything on this game, Adam?
I got nothing to add.
Let's move on.
Poor Baker.
Poor Baker. Minnesota at Los Angeles Rams tonight. Okay, we didn't see this one.
I'd still take the. I don't know if I took the Rams,
You
but
took the Rams.
I would definitely still take them.
Okay.
Even with them not being home,
Don't care.
You almost convinced me the other night to try to switch my pick on this. Not that I could have, but I'm going to stick with the Vikes. I think their defense last week was insane against Detroit. I think it carries over into this game.
We can agree on one thing. We agreed.
it wasn't insane. It was only insane for the first half. Then Detroit took.
It was still good in the second half. The problem was the offense was poor in both halves.
They couldn't score. But the difference is you got Sam Darnold versus Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford's been there before. Sam Darnold hasn't, and that's where the pressure. It's gonna boil down.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is never the pressure star.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have no reservation.
And you look at Stafford; he's a Super Bowl winner.
Listen,
28-17 Vikes. He's got 26-23 Vikes, and then you've got something along the lines of 31-24 Rams.
I don't think he could be that far off. I mean, honestly,
If the Rams win, it has to be that way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It could easily be a 27-24 game.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that close of a game.
I think I was being ballsy when I made that pick, just to make a point that if Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp start going off, you're fucked. When they got Kylan Williams on that, nobody's stopping them.
No, you can't. And that's the thing is that, like you said, Stafford, they've been there before. They've won Super Bowls.
I think the Rams ate the Bills up early in the season, and we just couldn't defend Nakua. We couldn't defend either of them. There was 2 big-time wide receivers to worry about there.
And remember, they were both on IR for a long time, so they're rested comparatively.
Yeah,
They're not.
they're
not-
100%.
They're 100% now back. So that's. I mean, that's.
I'm watching this one immediately.
If
As soon as
I would,
it comes.
it would be within.
Can't wait.
If my opinion is they're within 3.
This is going to be a barn burner.
All right, well, we'll see.
And you're going to be in the barn trying to save the chickens.
Picking and Jake will be back here with the second segment. Picks for the divisional round.
Picks for the divisional round.
Okay, you got to pee? Take a good beer?
Should I pee? I definitely need a beer.
You definitely need peel, man. What? Jesus.
That's a good one, Piggy and the Jiggly.
Piggy and the Jake, we're back. We're going to do some picks for divisional round.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Who wants to? Oh, first thing first.
First things first.
Cheers, boys.
Happy day off.
Yep.
Cheers.
First up, guys. Texans at Chiefs.
Like
Who wants to
this
go
one.
first? Go ahead.
Kansas City. 31-20. That's being nice. I don't think Houston's going to score a lot in this game.
What you got, Big John?
Oh, I like. You know what? I really like the 31, but I really think it's going to be 10. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Okay. You want to go ahead or you want me to go?
No, go. I don't think Kansas City's going to go nuts. I think 27-21.
Wow. You really think Houston's going to score that much?
They should.
Yeah.
Technically, they should be able to. I know they haven't shown it the past couple of weeks. I mean, with the team they have, Nico Collins and Joe Mixon. I don't know why they're not scoring more.
Can I tell you? It just depends on what team shows up. They've done that all year.
Yeah, you're right. C.J. Stroud's an issue there, not those guys.
No, it's the team.
He's in a sophomore slump.
Yeah, young guy who's not been here and doesn't. I mean, it's a whole different game.
He was in the playoffs last year, wasn't he?
But it's still a different speed, different game than college.
He did so well last year. To do so well and then to go into this form of C.J. Stroud that we're not used to seeing.
It's a crazy sophomore slump.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
One of the worst.
Because we talked about it, too, at the very end of that last season when we were calling Stroudy with a chance of deep ball. Man, we were like
Stroud with a chance of deep balls, baby.
We talked about him like having a sophomore slump, and I think we both kind of just brushed it off. Like, he's too good.
We both said, like,
yeah,
it's a chance, but
like, come on.
that ain't happening. This guy, I was saying, I think I put them to possibly be in the Super Bowl this year. I was like, these guys.
Yeah, it was like, what are your bold predictions?
Yeah.
Man, something like that.
He's a Super Bowl contender. I think he still is. I think he had a shit year. He still is, though. All right, what's your pick?
I got Chiefs 22-10.
Okay. I think that's perfect.
Yeah,
That sounds so. Everybody's got the Chiefs. What does Adam have?
This is wishful.
Did we get your pick already?
We did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, he's got him what?
27? He's got Chiefs 27-21.
27. That's right. All right.
Yeah, he's got to be in a much closer game. But like I said, here's the thing: is the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and then with the help, and everyone talks about it all the time, with the help of the refs, you don't know. It could be.
Yeah, he's a good.
It's at home.
It's at home with the help of the
It's
refs.
never really a blowout, though. That's my thing.
I think this one is. I think this one is more or less is.
I think
You're right, though. It usually isn't a blowout.
No, but this time
Playoffs
I think
on the line right now, though.
they got playoffs. They've had a bye week now. They've rested.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City comes out and I think they try to. See, the thing is everyone in the playoffs now has to try to match Detroit's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit has told everyone, "Fuck you." They've told teams. I mean, they even told Vikings after they took wood to shed. We'll see in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll get to that next
Do you
week.
think with the bye week there that Travis Kelce rested his head on Mahomes' lap?
I think that Taylor allowed it.
Why do you want that to happen? You seem very interested in it.
I feel like that's what happened.
I think he imagines it when he goes home.
I feel like Kelce is Mahomes' girlfriend in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor's,
So weird.
What's his name? Travis Swift.
Sounds like you want
Taylor
this.
Swift. Travis was her
Travis Swift or
Travis Swift was her real name, and then she switched to Taylor
okay.
because she still has a boy body.
All right.
She has shoulders like a man.
Well, let's move
that's
on.
for sure.
Let's do the next game.
Okay.
Commanders at Lions.
So I love this game, and I Can't wait to watch it. Detroit's definitely winning this. They're the number 1 seed for a reason. They're at home. They're going to show out. Jaden Daniels is great. He's going to have a good game. But I think Detroit, 31-20.
Okay, got you. Big John, Lions by how much?
Lions by 1 million. No, to be realistic, I think Lions with the week. See, the thing is, everyone's not counting that. What the Lions have so many people coming off the IR now that have been on the IR all year.
But we haven't had a chance to see that this year.
But Anzalone with the last game came back and made that huge difference. Just one person off the defensive line.
You got 3 guys coming back.
You got 3 more guys coming off. You got
2 more, right?
Yeah, you got corners coming back now off IR. You got Montgomery coming back, running back, who's going to be coming back.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. After the last game, he went up to David Campbell. He goes, now you have 2 weeks to rest.
But listen, you can go up and say that. I'm talking about realistically.
Realistically, I put every bit of 40 to 17.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
And listen,
they don't even need Montgomery. Gibbs is their dude.
There's a reason why they're Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Now, Gibbs has carried the load. Who's the other running back that they had that kind of footed the load a little bit?
I don't know, the third guy?
I've never seen a third guy run.
No, he did the last 2 games. He did freaking phenomenal. He's not Montgomery.
I know there is a guy that exists. I haven't seen him. That's why I don't know him.
It's
Justin
Reynolds.
Jackson.
No, Craig Reynolds.
Justin Jackson.
No, Craig Reynolds, right there.
Okay.
And he can carry. And see, the thing is, they're so good that he can carry the load. Justin Jackson goes in and carries the load. Even without Montgomery, I still think even if Montgomery doesn't come back, it's still going to be.
I'm going to say something you might not
Hold on,
like.
let's get to the picks first.
I think Montgomery goes away after this year. I think they got Gibbs, and I think Montgomery goes away.
The contract, I don't know what the contracts are.
Right.
What you got, brother?
I'm going to go 34-27 Detroit.
Ooh.
You like those close games.
I'm going to take the Lions too.
I think after that terrible wild card round, I think this is what we get.
I got 38-17.
I'm excited about.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that they take belt to ass and they do what they've done all season.
They take what?
And let's be honest, they should win this game. So.
Belt to ass.
Belt
to ass. Ooh, so
that's been their slogan. They're taking them. You know,
I thought it was "We'll bite your kneecaps off."
Well, that was the other thing, but they've been taking the belt. I mean, you look at the fans; they've been taking belt to ass all year long.
Been taking that all year long.
Bites at Eagles next game.
All right, so
I'm going first.
This is
we
the
gotta
one.
set this up. So this is we're gonna do a 2-split on this one.
Yeah.
So we don't know who wins tonight. Obviously, we're picking before the winner. So we're gonna do Vikes and Eagles. Then we're gonna do Rams
and Eagles.
First, we'll do Vikes at Eagles. If the Vikes win tonight and play the Eagles, I will be taking the Eagles still.
Yep. I will be too.
I think they beat the Vikes. I think their defense is gonna fuck him up.
The Vikes, it's not their year, man.
Eagles
I love their team, but it's just not.
Would beat the Vikes 27-21.
You just want to do both your picks so we can run through
The Eagles will be losing to the Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rams are too much. Like you said, if the Rams win this game, it's because Stafford showed out and Darnold didn't. So you put Stafford now against the Eagles, he's capable of showing out, and I'm not taking him.
I think the Eagles are the better team, but the wide receiver.
Rams 31-24, they can't score enough.
Yeah.
What do you guys got for, let's do you. You go next.
All right, so if Philly plays
Minnesota.
I want to pick Philly. 31-28. It's close.
Nice. 31-28? And then you got if Rams play Eagles.
So if it's Rams, I think Philly still wins. I think it's close either way. I'm going to say 28-21 against the Rams. I think it's still close. Either one of those teams can give Philly a run for their money. So
awesome. Big John, what you got on this?
I think that either way you look at it, I think if, like you said, if the Rams win, they beat the Eagles, and I think it's going to be a close one, 28-24. But I think that if Vikings win, and they play them, I think it's a different scenario. I still think the Vikings win, but I think that Vikings win 31-21.
Okay.
Word. Adam, what you got on these?
I think the Eagles win either of these games. Close again, but let's go 31. No. Let's go 28-24.
Okay.
Vikings 31-28. Rams.
What was that last one? I'm sorry.
So if the
31.
Rams play Philly, you go 31-28 Rams, right? I like it.
31-28?
Because it would be, I mean, technically it would be neck and neck if the Rams play them.
And honestly, whichever way you look at it, it's going to be
Any
close.
team the Ram plays from here on
The
out is
Rams.
going to be neck and neck.
The Rams definitely have the offense to make any of these games pretty fun to watch. So
I like it.
Yeah.
that puts you have a chance.
I can't wait
Philly's
to watch it
secondary
tonight.
is-
I can't wait to watch it tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Very
Ridiculous as well. So
Yeah.
Very good. That's fair. That's fair. I guess that's why I have.
Who's the head coach out there? Is it still McVay?
in LA,
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah.
yeah.
Your boy? Okay. Next game. It's a good one. It's a good one. Ravens and Bills. It's a good one.
Listen. Let him go first. This is the
ahead,
Bills
bud.
guy.
All right, fine. I'll pick the Bills. I don't have a lot of faith in this game. This is going to be a tough one for me to watch. As I've said before and through the years while we've been doing this, Henry is our kryptonite. Henry is our kryptonite. We're going to have Rapp's going to have to step up. I don't know if we have Teron Johnson. He got injured last night. We lost a couple other players. Milano's got to step up. I don't know how to stop Henry. He's too big. He's too dominant. That's the problem with Henry.
Strong. He's got the
He's
big
a
long
freaking
legs. He's
freight
strong,
train running at you.
fast.
How do you stop? Even if you
Smart.
try to stop him, you're just going to slow him down.
Yeah,
You're not going to
he's
tackle
strong.
him. Okay. I want to make this game close because I feel like Josh Allen really wants it this year. I feel like he's going to put everything he has into it. I'd love to see a Buffalo win, but I'm going to go 33-30 Baltimore. I think it's high scoring too. I feel like we can score. Baltimore's defense has improved, but this offense
I
is on
I thought
fire.
you were gonna pick I wrote the Bills down for you. You picked the Ravens. What was it? What was it?
33-30. I hate doing that.
All right.
I think our time ends here for some reason. I don't have a lot of faith going against Baltimore. We lost them in the regular season. It was bad.
Yeah.
They're going to have to pull out all stops.
Once again, I think he's right. I think this is the Bills' stop. I think the Ravens are too much for him. I think it's still a close game, and I think it's 31-28.
Dang, really?
Yeah, I think that, he said that.
Look,
they
I'm a
just
Bills
don't have-
fan. I don't want to do
They
this.
don't have an answer for Henry
Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
and Jackson, and I think it's a high scoring game no matter which way you go. I think this is going to be a shootout.
Do you think though there's a scenario where the Bills could win this?
If the Bills win it, it's going to be on Josh Allen's back and with Josh Allen's feet. Josh
Yes.
Allen's gonna have the highest
So he has
rushing
to
yards he's
put.
had all year long.
So he has to put the Superman cape on.
He has to put it on and he has to show out. Now it is in Buffalo, and I hate to say it, weather will be a 100% factor in that game.
If it's snowy, do we get an advantage or
If
does
it's
Baltimore
snowy,
get an advantage?
Buffalo wins the game hands down if it's snowing. You take.
Well, now you're
It
switching
doesn't
your
snow in
pick,
Maryland?
so be careful there. You're out.
It's at
You're
Buffalo.
switching your
I
pick.
know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
It's snowy.
It's snowy in Baltimore.
It's not about snow. It's about the cold. Buffalo
It's
is
a different.
It's
It's
a
a lake
different cold.
effect when
That's a
that
different
plays
cold,
a
and
factor.
I think that weather.
Who knows
will
if it
switch a
will?
pick.
That's also a crapshoot. Is lake effect snow going to be a factor? That's a crapshoot. We don't know.
Yeah, you can't, and that's the thing. You can protect.
They don't have that in Baltimore, and that is a difference, I guess. And some that could be a difference maker. Not, I don't know. This is a good Baltimore team.
It is a
all
great
right?
Baltimore.
And this is a great
Listen,
Buffalo.
I
team.
got Bills 27-24.
Give me some.
Yeah, listen. I don't think.
I think Adam's picking the Bills too.
No, he's not. He's picking Baltimore.
No, I'm taking the Bills. I think it will
My
go
fucking
on
man.
Josh Allen's back. Did you say a score?
I got 27-24.
27-24, yeah.
Super close.
Yeah,
You're picking the Bills for real?
Yeah, 31-28.
Oh my god!
I think no matter which way of us are wrong, I think the score is just reversed.
But isn't this another game where it could go either way?
100%?
You could see either of these teams winning.
And the thing is if it's a nice, beautiful day in Buffalo, that just changes. I mean, that just goes back to like straight up. But the weather is going to be the factor in the game. I hate to say it that way. Weather is a factor, and anyone who goes to Buffalo.
And I
plays-
agree, weather can be a factor,
I don't
but
think it's going to be that big of a deal.
here's the thing: if it goes to weather, if it does come down to snow, they've got Derrick Henry. We've got James Cook. That's
It's not like they're playing the Dolphins. I mean,
No, it's not
No.
the Dolphins, but
Cardinals.
It's,
Right,
yeah, the
right.
Cardinals is not the Dolphins.
They're playing a great Ravens
The
team.
Dolphins
right now.
play in the AFC
If you had to put, real quick, we picked them. If you had to put your house on it right now,
No, the only reason I said that is
Buffalo,
because you
Baltimore.
know the Dolphins can't play above what?
if you have to
40,
put,
below
if you
40
have to
degrees
put
or
your
something?
house on it right now, Buffalo or Baltimore?
I would probably.
Bills.
If I had to put my house on it,
Yep.
it would be. I'd have to wait.
Your house is on the line for real.
What day do I pick today, or do I pick the day of?
No, you pick right now. Your house is on the line.
If my house is on the line, I'm picking Buffalo because it's hard to bet against them. The difference why I say the weather's a factor is because Josh Allen and them are used to passing in that cold a temperature. I think the running game is there, but I think Lamar Jackson loses the passing attitude in the weather.
But do you think the weather will be a problem?
I do. That's why. That's 100% it.
I know, you said it like 4 times.
That's one of the hardest games to. That's one of the hardest
You can't
games.
gauge it. You can't gauge it.
Yeah, it's literally. I think my score flips the other way if the weather's bad.
So now, one more thing I wanted to point out. Now, I know it's the playoffs, but they put this game at 6:30. Is that the starting time they start talking about the game, or is that the game?
No, it's game.
Because, okay.
They do coverage before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they got Washington at 8.
The coverage will start at 6 o'clock. 3 hours is usually what you have.
Okay.
Patty Bean.
Good morning, Princess.
Patty Bean.
Hello.
All right, well, you know what? Let's stop it there then. Let's end the show real quick.
All right.
All right.
She's
Thank you for
Is
joining
there
us
any more
here.
games, or is that the last one?
That's it.
That was it? Okay. Perfect.
Thank you to Big John for sitting down with us. Thank you to all of you guys. Lovely Adam, lovely Kevin. Please remember to join it or follow us on YouTube.
He was looking kind of
Check out the X. Check out the Instagram. Adam teased last week that maybe we're getting close to Spotify terms.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Is what I meant to say.
Let's do it.
Thank you for joining us this week. We'll see you next week. Piggy the Jake.
Sayonara.